Hello, everybody. It is Marvel Boy 800 here, talking about Terminator stuff. Now, what should I start off with? Oh yes. Okay. So now, first off, let me tell you the whole Terminator story, like what it's all about. Okay. So here's how it is. Okay. So an artificial intelligence defense network called Skynet was created. Yep, created by this company called Cyberdyne Systems for SAC NORAD, and on August 4th, 1997, Skynet came online and it began to learn at a geometric rate. And then on August 29th, 1997, Skynet gained self-awareness, and Cyberdyne scientists tried to deactivate it, which caused Skynet to see humanity as a threat to its existence. So it launched nuclear missiles at Russia, who then initiated a counterattack, which resulted in a nuclear holocaust that killed 3 billion people. And this event was known as Judgment Day. Yep. Excuse me. And Skynet then created autonomous war machines called Terminators, typically humanoid, to kill off the survivors. So survivors were like captured and held in concentration camps to like load bodies and everything. But a man named John Connor helped them escape from the camps and rallied them and formed like a human resistance. To fight against the Terminators. So this started a war between humanity and Skynet and the machines. Yep, the war went on for decades, and in 2029 the resistance was on the verge of victory because they managed to break through Skynet's defense grid. So Skynet sent a Terminator called a T-800 back in time before the war to May 12, 1984, to kill John's mother Sarah before she gives birth to John, so that John would never be born and the resistance would never be born. Yep. So the resistance, like John sends a resistance soldier named Kyle Reese, also back in time to 1984 to protect Sarah. Yep. Now to tell you some things about the Terminators. Okay, so usually the Terminators, originally the Terminators were purely robotic and only consisted of metal endoskeletons. But in later years, Skynet decided to make the Terminators look human, so they would be able to infiltrate the resistance. Yeah, so Skynet studied the human body, and starting with the 600 series called the T600s, they covered the T600s with rubber skin to make them look human. But since the skin was rubber and wasn't real, it looked fake, which allowed the resistance to easily tell that they're Terminators. So Skynet decided to do better by creating technology that can artificially grow living tissue over a Terminator's endoskeleton. Yep, and the first Terminator to undergo this was the T-800. Yep. The 800 series Terminator, and it worked perfectly because it makes them look. The living tissue has real skin, and it makes them look fully, and so they looked fully human. Yep, and this made it Skynet's first cybernetic organism because it consisted of living tissue over a metal endoskeleton. This also made it Skynet's first successful infiltrator unit because this unit was capable of infiltrating the resistance. Yep, so the resistance started using dogs to spot Terminators, since the living tissue on the T-800s makes them very difficult to spot. Yeah, dogs are able to spot the Terminators, since their powerful sense of smell allows them to smell the difference, between body sense, smell the difference in body sense between Terminators and humans. Yep. That's right, and let's see here, what else? A Terminator's living tissue can regrow, only if it's partially destroyed. So, say if a Terminator loses the flesh to its arm, hand, leg, foot, or head or face, it can regrow, but it can take years for it to regrow, depending on how much of it was destroyed. Yeah. But if a Terminator's living tissue is completely destroyed and is left with just its metal endoskeleton, then it won't be able to grow back. Its living tissue won't be able to grow back at all. Yeah, it would have to resume only having its metal endoskeleton. That's right. Yep. And let's see here. There are currently six films in the Terminator film series. Yeah, the sixth one is called Terminator Dark Fate, and it came out not very long ago. It came out on November 1st, 2019, and today is January 13th, 2020. So it came out like just 2 months ago. Yep, and yeah, yep. It's a great one. Yep, that's right. Okay, let's see here. Oh, and Terminators also have the ability to mimic voices. Yeah, Terminators can mimic like people's voices, like exactly how they sound, which allows them to trick people easily, as long as they're like out of range, you know. Because obviously, if they mimic a person's voice while a person like is watching, they would be able to tell that the Terminator's trying to trick them. Yeah, that's right. And let's see, another kind of Terminator. Let's see, there are more advanced Terminators, you know, like even more advanced than the T-800. Like, let's see here, the T-1000 is more advanced than the T-800 because it is made entirely of a liquid metal called mimetic polyalloy, which allows it to take on the shape and appearance of almost anything it touches. Yeah, anything it samples by physical contact, and it can only take the form of an object that is about the same size of it, like of equal size. Yeah. And let's see here. It can also form solid metal shapes, which allows it to morph its arms into like spikes, hooks, and blades. It can also impersonate people. Yeah, it can, but also by touching them. Yeah, and the touch is fatal because once it touches someone to impersonate them, the person then dies. Yeah, and it cannot transform into complex machines with mechanical moving parts and chemical fuels. So it can't transform into like guns, bombs, or vehicles because guns and bombs have chemical fuels and moving parts, and vehicles have moving parts too. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. And also, due to it being made of liquid metal, it is like impervious to bullets, you know. So bullets have no effect on it, including shotgun shells, and it can even survive a direct shotgun blast to the face. Yeah, it's liquid metal. Also allows it to like heal from virtually any like physical damage done to it. Virtually any injury inflicted on any injury inflicted on it will heal in like a matter of seconds. Yeah, but it does have weaknesses though, like extreme temperatures and acid. Like the T-1000 in Terminator 2 Judgment Day was destroyed like when it was knocked into a vat of molten steel, and then another T-1000 like appearing in Terminator Genesis was destroyed by acid. Yeah, it was melted with like I think it was hydrochloric acid, I think. Yeah, and yep, that's it. Yeah, and it has been, and plasma weaponry has also been shown to be able to like destroy them too. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, that's it for today. That's it for now, actually. So I will get back to you later. All right, see ya, peeps.